Hello everyone, my name is Danny. This review is for the movie called The World to Come. This is a 2020 film, but it came out March of 2021. It's a brand new theater movie, so I'm going to call it 2021 just for the sole purpose that it is new. It just came out in theaters, so that's where I watched it, so I'm going to assume it's new. This is rated R. It runs a little over an hour and a half. It stars Katherine Waterston, Casey Affleck, and Vanessa Kirby. The description is somewhere along the mid-19th century American East Coast frontier, two neighboring couples battle hardship and isolation, witnessed by a splendid yet testing landscape, challenging them both physically and psychologically. This only has 719 grades on IMDb.com so far, since it just came out in theaters. But I do agree with the accumulative grade. This is The World to Come. Thank you everybody for watching this review. I want to remind everyone that the reason why we have YouTube and the reason why people do reviews in this format is so that we can collaborate and get others' opinions and communicate. But please be kind in the comments. Had to deal with some harassment lately. So, yeah, I was happy to go see this in theater finally. I haven't gone to the theater for the last couple weekends just because of how my schedule has worked out. So I saw this and another movie yesterday. And so I am very happy to go to the theater. I think people can feel good about it. More and more, relaxing things are happening. I was able to see this almost by myself in the theater, so people need to start feeling okay to go to any movie, okay? That's my little soapbox moment. But, yeah, this one, I just wanted to see because I knew it was going to be a big movie. I knew it was going to be lots of, shots of the landscape, dealing with the olden times with farming. Of course, we know Casey Affleck. The premise of the movie has to deal with these kind of lesbian women and how they are going to deal with that in their time, having feelings for each other. I was hoping they would elaborate on that more, but I'll just get to that right now. So when I saw the preview for this movie, and I saw that was like the core material, pretty much. I was hoping they'd, at least ask the question of how are these women going to handle, people knowing that they have feelings for each other, or are they going to let people know, or, how are they going to handle it? And I can't say I agree with the strategy of the movie, kind of waiting until the end to kind of blow everything up. But along the way, I think people kind of know, like you can just kind of tell. I mean, maybe it's our two male leads, the husbands, maybe it's the way they have their facial stuff, I don't know, and their body language, kind of read a certain way. But I think they kind of knew what was going on, but maybe in the 19th century frontier, people just didn't really care because, your life is pretty simple, it's kind of boring, and whatever entertainment you can have is, I think everything's acceptable, probably, So maybe they just didn't talk about things back then, and maybe that was part of the movie. So I can't say I know enough about like how people would have handled something like this to know how to react to it in a movie setting. So the way that they handled it was fine, but they kind of unleashed a lot of stuff at the end, and I kind of felt like it was a little like, oh, we can expand on that a little bit. That's all that I was thinking about that. So our two male leads, they are quite characters. Casey plays kind of a humble, pretty good husband. Just they had some tragedy strike them, so they're kind of down. They're kind of quiet. They're kind of soothed, and they're trying to make the best of things. Because they actually like each other. And our other couple kind of despises each other and has some internal problems. So there's a lot going on there, and the fact that the wife is kind of more personable and kind of eccentric kind of plays into that. That she wants to get away from the problems and go, hang out with this other woman that they're neighbors with. So of course they're gonna have female time talking and jabbering anyways, but so yeah, it's a pretty in-depth movie. I think there's a lot to talk about in a forum setting if people want to. Just the way that they handle the 19th century, plus politics, plus bad marriages, plus problems, plus weather and other things. It's just a kind of a heavy movie. I can't say it's exciting. It's just kind of fun to watch. You're just kind of along for the ride, and there's no laughing. There's no big shocks, no big surprises. You just kind of know what's going on behind the scenes, and then they show you behind the scenes kind of towards the end. So, yeah, I mean, it kind of lays out a timeline for you. You can kind of follow along, but more than anything, I just enjoyed it enough. So I'm going to give it The World to Come a C+. I think it's a good movie. I just don't think that there's anything great about it. I don't think there's anything bad about it. So I just don't understand enough. So I'm going to give it its props and move on. A C+ for The World to Come. Thanks a lot, guys. My name's Danny. If you like this or any of my other videos, try and give something to watch. Like and subscribe to my channel if you would. Enjoy your movies. Thanks.